Ray Binkowski, standing in Hy-Vee in Sycamore, Illinois with the one and only Lisa Brandt.
Hello, everybody.
And we're here to kind of impart our knowledge, share experiences with a couple ideas on how to survive the holidays. So we each gathered some products. You might notice that I picked more than Lisa this time.
What's that about?
The last time you picked more than I did.
That's right.
So Lisa, what do you have and why?
So I picked 3 different things. The first one's LaCroix, and we've talked about LaCroix a lot. It's a great sparkling water. Any sparkling water will work, but you can make mocktails or cocktails from that. So, and 0 calories, no sodium, you know, the whole thing. It's just sparkling water.
Explain the mocktail thing.
Well, you can add like some fruit to it, or you could add a little juice and some fruit and make a mocktail. It just doesn't have the alcohol.
So the idea is, and you can have a beverage that looks like what everybody else at the party may be enjoying.
But
there's no calories, and then you can safely operate the sleigh on the way home.
Yeah. Well, and there may be a few calories if you add some juice to it, like some cranberry or something like that.
But still not.
But still not too bad. Not as much as if you were imbibing in a bunch of alcohol.
And you can take the booze out.
Right.
So all right, what else do you have?
So and then I have my favorite thing of the entire holiday season, besides the Christmas music, is eggnog. I love eggnog. So there's one by Khalifa, which is an almond milk eggnog. Very good, delicious. You can add a little nutmeg and cinnamon on top. It's perfect. About 4 ounces is only 50 calories and about 8 grams of sugar. When you compare that to regular eggnog, that's at about 90 calories for 4 ounces, and the one I looked at was about 15 grams of sugar. So you're cutting those things almost in half.
So in really the full leaded eggnog at 4 ounces, most of us are going to have much more than 8 ounces.
Right.
So you're going to have at least double that amount of calories. So you're talking almost 200 calories for only 8 ounces.
But another tip is to, if you do get regular eggnog and it's very thick, you can just don't use as much of it and dilute it with some like regular milk, so that it thins out a little bit and you don't use quite so much of the eggnog.
And then you still have to account for the calories from the alcohol.
Yeah, if you're going to add brandy or something to it.
You'll want to account for that.
Yeah, I don't do that, but you know, you certainly can. But I love this, and so
that sounds like a great product.
Yeah,
I think I might buy
it's very
that
good.
and try it.
And then we're always talking about the hazelnut butter spreads that come to mind. And these little packs have some pretzels in it and a little dip, so throw one in your purse or in your car, and when you're out doing your holiday shopping, if you get a little hungry, this makes a great little snack. There's different brands of this, but this brand is much lower in sugar, only 7 grams, versus the one that most people are familiar with, Nutella, which is about 20 grams.
Really? So a third of the sugar.
Yeah. So
That's
I like this better.
Significant.
And there's a lot of recipes using this year, I've noticed. So check out Justin's, because it's a pretty good product.
This looks, I'm thinking kids' lunch.
Yeah, right.
Right here.
That's a great little snack.
You don't have to put it together.
Yeah, right. So and kids love to dip.
Yeah, I think this is fun, and it's on the healthy side. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
So those are my picks, but this is my top pick. The Khalifa almond milk eggnog.
The eggnog. Yeah. I'm going to have to check that out today before I leave the Hy-Vee store here. I picked candy canes. Why? Because it's seasonal. Mm-hmm. And when I look at the holidays, I like the balance, the enjoyment of life, quality of life, celebrating times with family and friends, and having done it the other way in years past, where I was a calorie miser and didn't want to partake in any of the holiday stuff. From experience looking back, I know that I missed out on kind of the season and the spirit of the season. So candy canes aren't going to hurt you. No. They're seasonal, they're festive, and I picked candy canes to kind of represent any of those seasonal indulgences that you might have, especially the ones that end up being truly seasonal. I mean, you're going to be, after January, you're going to be hard-pressed to find candy canes for a year. And
it's, I love the mint flavor, so I think candy canes are great. I like mints, just plain old hard candy mints. So
this is 50 calories.
You can stir it into your hot cocoa.
That's what
you can crush them up and sprinkle it on top of things. So it's a great treat, and it wouldn't be the holidays without a candy cane.
Right, and that's the other thing is there's a lot of stuff you can do with the candy cane to make some dishes or drinks or whatever it might be a little bit more festive, fun, without adding tons of calories.
Right.
I picked the 000
I like that
yogurt, and I picked the container like this instead of the big container. Cost per serving or cost per ounce are about the same, but this is highly portable. So much like that you can drop into a lunch bag or a purse or an athletic bag for tournament weekend, basketball weekend or whatever, this is pretty portable. And this time of year, you can probably leave it in the car. You don't have to keep it on ice, and it's going to be okay. But I also picked up some mint extract. And you could, again, looking at festive, we can now add a little of this to this and make it minty.
Give you that minty thing.
And then we can crush up the candy cane and add that. So now we're having an indulgent dessert. Yeah. Exactly.
It sounds good.
So a lot of opportunities, versatile, portable. The Halo Top ice cream, I picked the birthday cake because a lot of folks rave about it. Again, looking at still enjoying the holidays, enjoying your dessert, without having to go overboard on the fat, calories, carbs, sugar, Halo Top offers a great option. This whole pint, only 280 calories. Yeah. So it's a nice option.
It is a great option. And we have so many flavors now. It's amazing. They got a bunch of new ones in November. So.
We're like lucky at the store, the Hy-Vee store here in Sycamore, because I think you guys now stock
almost every flavor.
Almost, if not every flavor. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I know in some markets it's hard to come by. And then Ready Whip, kind of the same reason, festive, holiday. I went with more of a dessert thing because we tend to eat more of that around the holidays. But adding some of this, as long as you don't add it by the can full, to a dessert or to a protein shake even, or to top the yogurt that we put the extract and the candy canes in, you can make it more of a fun dessert without going overboard and, still kind of enjoy the holidays.
Just don't eat it out of the can.
Yeah, don't eat it out of the can. That's not, we'll leave that for another discussion. Yeah. That's like the ground nutmeg and tablespoon. We'll leave that alone. But a lot of great options out there. You don't want to compromise the holidays in the, interest of trying to lose weight.
And I would say if you do overindulge, don't beat yourself up. Tomorrow's another day, and you start fresh and get going and just make some good choices the next day. Because we all tend to overindulge, no matter what time of year it is. For a lot of people, it is the holidays. But if that happens to you, say, you know what, tomorrow's a new day, and I'm going to get up and we're going to start over.
And with what you do for a living and kind of what I do, I'm guessing in your world here at work, you probably see a lot of people they come in and they're just defeated because they overate. Right. It's all right. Life goes on.
Yes, we all get. I get defeated sometimes when I overeat. So yeah, it happens to everybody. So that's a normal reaction, but you kind of have to look past that and say, okay, tomorrow, I'm going to make some better choices on that day. And here's some options to make a few better choices.
And to make it easy to make the better choices.
Correct.
The only thing we haven't addressed, we're in a grocery store, we're not standing in FitWorks, our hybrid training gym down the road, is exercise. If you want to get the most out of exercise around the holidays, it is not a magic eraser for calories or overindulgence. Jumping on the treadmill tomorrow morning to kind of make up for today's sins in the kitchen or at the holiday party, it just doesn't work. But there is an opportunity if you exercise intensely before that big meal or before the overindulgence, you're going to be less likely to end up storing the extras in areas of your body you don't want to use. So exercise before you eat.
And I would also add something else to that on studies that show that for people, particularly people with diabetes, if they go out and exercise just a walk, maybe 15 minutes after a meal, it will help control those blood sugar levels. So that's important for someone with diabetes to keep that in mind. So even after a big meal or a breakfast or whatever, if you can take a 15-minute walk, like about 15 minutes after you eat, that also helps that blood sugar come back down at a nice rate.
So 2 tips on exercise for you to go with the awesome tips, tricks, and hacks we shared for holiday eating.
No hacks here.
Well, maybe I can be the hack. So next week, if you're in our market and you're watching this live or when it was recorded on or about the 2nd of December 2016, Lisa and I will be right here in the club room on December 7th at 6 p.m. And we are going to be preparing some food, some festive holiday stuff in a flavorful, fun way.
Yep.
And it's free.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. We always have a good time, and I love it. It's a lot of fun.
It's a good time. If you show up, you'll eat. You'll be taught how to prepare some stuff. It's a participating event.
Yes, very participating.
And you'll leave with a few recipes.
I let everybody do the cooking. That's the fun part. So please come out and join us because it's a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Thanks. Have a great day.